impression of a bird? Tweet, dang it. Tweet! Welcome back to Dread Canaries against the Iron Storm. I am Dread Canary. The game is against the Storm, and we are playing an Iron Man run. Now, how does an Iron Man run work? Well, I play every difficulty twice, and then I increase the difficulty one step, and in the event I ever lose, I have to reset my progress on the run. For this run, the second run, I played Settler, Pioneer, and Veteran, plus the two tutorials, all off-screen, and then we did only Beaver Fans as the first on Viceroy, the difficulty setting that used to be called Impossible, but has been relabeled by the devs. So we will be doing our second Viceroy level today. We do have a nice pile of artifacts. I was lucky enough in this run to get cornerstones that gave me artifacts when I completed Dangerous Glades, and so I spent quite a lot of time completing Dangerous Glades. However, you can never have too many artifacts, and the Royal Woodlands are very forgiving, so we are going to go ahead and play here, next to this levitating monument. Now, since I don't seem to have a chat yet, and last time it was only Beaver Fans, I think it's time for Cloaca Town. If you don't know what a cloaca is, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Let's see. For Cloaca Town, I'm feeling that we will want some clay, because we will need bricks. And you know what? Let's bring some eggs, just so we have an extra set of food. And off we go. Okay. And let's see what our mysteries are. So, the beneficial one is that during drizzle, the Queen's impatience grows more slowly. I love that. Extra time is great, especially since I haven't unlocked a whole lot of impatience upgrades. We've got our usual debuff, and then flooded roads. Travel cost of trade routes during the storm is higher by 2. Okay. So I think that means we're going to need more packs of provisions, if I'm reading that right. That seems like a higher cost, because it would have said time if it meant time. Well, that's just going to be during the storm. So presumably that means our trade routes that we start in either drizzle or clearance won't have that issue. Not really a problem. Aura of Despair. Reputation generated from Resolve grows 95% slower. Well, it's a very rare game where I have any reputation gain from Resolve during the storm, so I'm not too fussed about it. Global food production is slower starting in Hostility 3. Again, not really a problem. And then finally, Sacred Flame Rituals. Only the Sacred Flame can protect the settlement from darkness surrounding it. Pay 3 wood for every villager or they leave. Okay. I guess the game hates me. That is big. That's going to require a lot of wood cutting, but fortunately, the benefit of the forest is that trees give more wood, so it should be doable. And then if we go over to Levitating Monument, it just lets me move basically any building, so no trouble there. Alright, let's get into it. We are, of course, going to set our time to 2. Pause. I didn't want you to go yet. And let's take a look. We got vanilla, vanilla. Okay, there's a spicy glade. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Gotcha. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and set a woodcutting camp here and here. And we're going to set them to carve out this territory. Now, I don't want to quite open a glade because sometimes you get open dangerous glade orders in your first set. And I would rather get that mission. So let's go ahead and whoop that around there. Just a little whoop. And we're going to turn off coal burning so that we're only burning wood. Toss some lizards in here. Toss some lizards in here. Get that going just as fast as possible. Put a... yeah, okay, so the road's going to get complete. And we can make a scavenger's camp. And we can make a stonecutter's camp. And though we rarely need it, we will also make a harvester's camp just in case. And let's take a look at our first cornerstone. So, for our first cornerstone, yes, so for our first cornerstone, let's see, we've got 20 reeds and 20 clay whenever we open a glade. That's very useful for resources, getting that economy going. We have grain production increased every 25 times it's produced. So if we get farms, that can be amazing. And then detailed notes on different traders and their wares gain an additional active trade route slot. Traders will arrive faster. As much as these are really good, but I think I want trade logs because trade routes are increasingly a good way for me to kick my economy to the sky. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with trade logs. I like trading economies, so that's what we're going to try to do. And there's our orders. Okay. Sell 15 amber worth of stuff, or solve 2 glade events. Now this one gives me 3 people and 6 tools. I love this. So we're doing that because I'm going to solve them anyway. Open up 4 glades or get an ancient tablet. Now the problem is, I can probably do the ancient tablet, but I can definitely open 4 glades. So we're going to go with opening 4 glades. If we get 5 of each type of pack, we get +1 to fabric production and +1 grain. Really nice, and 4 parts is pretty good. This one basically just gives me food if I can get an ancient tablet. So I'm going to go with this just because I'm certain I can do it. And now that we know what our orders are, let's take a look at our buildings. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm going to get the kiln. The kiln is pretty good for bricks. Like, bricks only go up to 2 stars anyway. So having 1-star bricks is pretty solid. And coal will let us turn wood into coal, which is a more efficient burning, fuel source. And we're unlikely to get coal mines in a Royal Forest map. So that's what I'm going to go with. It gives us a building material, and it gives us more efficient fuel. And it might give us better food. Might, because 1 star is not great, but it's better than nothing. Okay. So in this case, I am looking at either the lumber mill or the trapper's camp. The herbalist camp is often good, but I don't know what other species I'm going to have. Trapper's camp is usually an efficient way of getting food, plus lizards make it even more efficient. But then the lumber mill gives us some basic building materials, which are always nice. If I had already unlocked farms, then the ranch would go up significantly in value. But since I haven't unlocked farms, I don't know if I'll be able to power the thing, which means Trapper's Camp or Lumber Mill. I'm feeling Lumber Mill. And then for our final option, the Brickyard gives bricks, which I already have a decent way of getting. The Smithy gives tools and coats. Now, tools are good. Coats don't work with lizards. The Provisioner, very, very good if I have anything I can turn into flour, but I don't yet. So I'm going to go with the Tinkerer, because tools, very good for opening up caches and for working a lot of glade events. But also, training gear is what's needed for, I think they call it brawling now, which is one of the lizard and harpy needs. And then building materials, we already know we have a quest that needs those, so getting those more efficiently is just the icing on top. Alright, so those are our starting buildings, and we will go ahead and grab ourselves a crude workstation. Swears a lot. And yeah, those are the kind of jokes that you're in for if you watch my channel. Hope you don't mind, because you're going to get them. And then we want the lumber mill, and I think a kiln here, and a tinkerer here. The lumber mill needs 2 bricks, 2 cloth, and this needs 4 bricks. So we need 6 bricks, 2 cloth. Let's actually make this our highest priority. Never make planks. Cap yourself at 6 bricks. And then actually, because I don't have a building that lets me specifically make cloth, we're going to say 20 cloth is okay. And we're going to say to go leather, plant fiber, reeds, in that order, with bricks only being made out of clay. That should work very nicely. Now, none of that matters because right now I basically just have woodcutters and one guy running around using the wood to build stuff. But that way we at least have a solid setup for our economy later. There we go. Alright, so now we are into it. And since I know that I want glades, we're actually going to negate this. Oh, hey, you can just see farmland peeking out in there. That's good to know. That would have actually increased the value of the herb garden that came up for us. But I didn't see it, so we'll be okay. Just move these guys a little closer. And we're really going to hope that whatever is inside this spicy glade is something that we can easily deal with these starting resources, because if not, we're going to have a problem. I wonder how many sketch artists they have to sketches they had to do to get this turtle shell looking the way it does. Alright, so what do we have? Oh, okay. Alright, so the Forsaken Crypt. All stored amber and wine will be lost, and will gain an impatience point. Now this isn't a problem. I don't have any amber or wine. Don't mind that at all. But this is definitely a problem, because we've got to fix it in 10 minutes. And we don't have anything with which to fix it. I don't even have the stuff to get what we need to fix it. So that's very much a problem. This, on the other hand, is excellent. The Haunted Small Farm, giving 3 vegetables, 3 grain, and 3 crystallized dew. What was that? Dew from nearby farm fields is great. That's just great. Love that. And we got a cache. Okay. So I think what this means is, I think my best bet is probably to build a market. Sorry, a trading post. Just as soon as I can. Where's this out of the way spot? Okay. So we're going to build a trading post, I think, like there. And then we're going to try to force the trader to come early. And that should give us some resources that hopefully we can use to solve this. Because, yeah, I don't have anything that lets me solve it now. Let's go ahead and swing this around, because I want to definitely clear out a lot of space around this farm. Love that. And of course on the upside, right, I didn't take the thing that gave us more resources. I took the thing that gave us shorter trade routes. Okay. That's fine. We're okay. This is, I think this is gonna go off once. I think we're going to take the impatience point, because I don't think there's a way for me to stop it. And if I call a person early, well, yeah. Come on. Because, see, okay. If I wait out the storm, they'll show up immediately. Right? As soon as the storm's over. If I call them now, they won't get here before the storm hits anyway, because they show up in 30 seconds. So the call immediately doesn't work, and I still lose half a reputation point. So I think at this point I kind of have to wait it out. I'm not a huge fan, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. You don't always get exactly what you want. Okay, lizards are unhappy. Now, they're mostly unhappy because they're woodcutting, and that is raising the hostility of the forest. I could fire them, but then they'd have less wood to cut. They'd have less cut wood, and I need the wood in order to progress my city. You'll notice I put my last guy on cutting this clay. That's because we really will need the clay to make bricks so we can make the better buildings. And I'm hoping it'll give me one more resource that we can try to sell to the trader when they arrive. It takes 5 minutes to solve. Yeah, there's just no way. We're definitely going to run straight into it the first time. But hopefully, we'll be able to find something we can do for the second one. Alright, let's take a look. So, first off, if you want to take, you must first give +1 to wood production, lose all stored fuel upon picking this cornerstone. Let's come back to that in a second. Okay, so we've got lizards, beavers, and harpies. Let's go ahead and grab some beavers. Now for fuel, I currently have 20 coal and 135 wood. To solve this, we need incense, scrolls, oil, simple tools, or infused tools. Okay. He won't buy fuel. Annoying, but okay. Oh, this is real rough. I don't want to sell all my parts because I want to be able to use those, but I don't see another way for me to do this. Ooh. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, that's what we've got, so that's what we have to do. Why can't I trade this? Okay, must have been some kind of rounding issue that I wasn't saying. Alright, so the good news is now we have the tools. Great, we have the tools, okay? So now let's go ahead and go here, and we're going to take this woodcutter's prayer, which immediately kills all our fuel, and that's awful. And then we're going to put a couple of beavers here, and we will go ahead and replace you with a harpy. So the different species have different benefits when you put them on the hearth. The harpy increases global carrying capacity and is generally considered the meta by the internet. I don't like it, but it is good. Lizards increase resolve, and beavers use less fuel. Great. So we've lost all our stored wood. Annoying. But now we have tools, and I'm going to go ahead and send 2 lizards over here. And while working it, we get -3 global resolve for every 10 amber in settlement storage. Joke's on you, I don't have any, so there's no downside. We'll take the 5 ancient tablets because they sell for a ton of amber. Plus, this gives us +3 to global resolve, which we're going to need. And the pottery is nice. So that is what we're doing. Put a second lizard in here just to get the resources. Yeah, I know that we're basically out of... You know what? No, I can't do that. What we're going to do... is put lizards on gathering eggs so we can get some food, because we're going to have food issues, because I just sold all of my food in order to get tools to try to fix this. Cancel. Tools. There we go. Forget my own head next. But since it only takes 5 minutes to work, and with 2 of them it only takes 4 minutes to work, they should be able to finish this before the storm hits. Yeah, because they'll have basically 2.5 minutes here, plus a minute and a half out of 3 minutes of storm. Yeah, they're good. They're good. So that's something. And my wood choppers will get us close to this glade. We're not going to open this glade because I don't have time to solve it this year, but we'll at least get close. And you know, I'm thinking that with how much this overlaps with that space, just so we can have room to expand, I am going to bring the wood choppers a little closer. And we will go ahead and get all of this queued up to be cleared. All the way to there. I think that looks nice and square. Definitely on these three sides. Not sure about down here, though. I think what we'll want to do is cut in a bit so that we don't accidentally open that up. And let's take a look. Okay, so if I get a bunch of building materials, they'll give me stuff to turn into building materials and 2 wildfire essence. Or, if we complete 5 trade routes and sell goods worth 15 amber, we'll get another +1. Yeah, let's do this. That seems very doable. Burn 12 blight rot cysts for +1 packs of goods, some amber, and some people. Or, have 10 harpies with 22 resolve to get the ability to make wine. I'm not going to need crystallized dew because I'll be able to grow that in the farm. But cosmetics and wine are nice. Skewers are good for harpies and lizards. And of course I sold all my parts. So let's go ahead and take the harpy population option. Harpies are notoriously difficult to keep happy, but, or I should say, they're not easy to get happy, but once you get them there, they can be very, very good once you get them there. I mean, most species can, but I'm just talking shit. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I think that's going to do us for year 2. Basically everything I can do for now. Our wood storage is stabilizing very fast. That's always nice to see. You need to stay there for the clay, but we can move this out of the way over here. Nice. They're also collecting roots, which is kind of inefficient, but you know what? I can't blame them for wanting diversity of diet, so for role-playing purposes, let's go ahead and move this a little closer to both. You're like, dude, it's an efficiency game, why are you role-playing? Because I like it. And I don't think it's going to kill my run, not on Viceroy. But yeah, double wood is a major buff. You can actually, or I don't know if they've patched it, but you used to be able to get that like 2 or maybe even 3 times and really increase your wood production. In this case, I definitely took it because of this tier 4 problem that requires you to pay 3 wood per villager. Yes, I know we're low on food. Believe me, I know. I am very aware of the food situation. But before I can really solve the food situation, I need to deal with this. Because we're already at 3 impatience. And we're in year 2. Like, this is a problem. In my opinion, one must anthropomorphize to make games worthwhile. Thanks, chat. I agree. Yes. I do think it's better if you... Well, for me, it's always more fun if I can tell a story about the game to myself as I'm doing it. which is why I like strategy games, right? Because, like in this case, I'm managing a village, and we're creating a narrative in which in year 1, we found a graveyard that we didn't know how to deal with, so we summoned a trader in the 2nd year, and now we're having we're having happiness trouble. Okay, so I obviously don't want to deal with this. Okay, they solved that. I don't want to deal with the unhappiness issues because their resolve is... yeah, there it goes. Like, it's going to go negative. So let's see. First off, I have a lot of wood saved up, so I think I'm okay getting rid of at least 1 woodcutter. And then, because I've got a lot of wood saved up, if we do 80... it's a 2-minute storm, so if I burn 80 wood, that would reduce hostility by 50. Now I could do this again. Let's see how much, if it's at 36 and yeah, I think it's more efficient for me to just fire my woodcutters than to burn wood right now. Because that way we can keep making progress down here. Which we want to open this up as soon as the next year starts, so we can have a good shot at getting whatever's in that glade taken care of. Meanwhile, we do want to, now that I've got some free lizards, let's do that. Get some building materials made. Had a number of arguments with my Pokemon. Perhaps I need help. I don't know. I mean, I've yelled at characters for not, you know, sieging down the fortresses fast enough, or for taking the wrong path when I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. So we need 10 harpies. We're going to get 2 harpies either way. Cloaks are only worn by beavers, and I really would like to finish up a woodcutting camp with beavers. So let's go ahead and get this. Make that a beaver. We're just going to immediately cut those trees. There we go. Free pack of provisions when we make 10 herbs. Very useful for trading once I know that I'm going to be making herbs. Grain delivery line is normally something I would go for, but we've got that special haunted farm that we're going to be making. So I'm not too worried about grain. And gaining 2 amber for every 20 sea marrow is normally something I would leave up to chance, but there's already a lot of sea marrow over here, so let's go for that and just get a bunch of free money. Like, it's free money, might as well get it. So this is full. That's great, and that's good. I do want a few more, so I'm going... you know what? No, I'm going to leave the rest on building stuff for now. Yeah, because once this gets delivered, we'll be able to start making some of those buildings, and then we'll be able to start working some of those buildings, and that's just going to be a good time. Oh, an old Farluff showed up. That's great. Hi, buddy. I'm out of food. Do you know? Of course you don't. You do have the ability to... okay, first off, I have 5 ancient tablets. Now, I might need these for quests, but I don't... at this point, I don't care. I definitely want to be able to deal with whatever's in the next glade. So... let's start by getting 12 more tools, just in case I need them. I will have the ability to make tools, but I don't know how soon. I'm not too fussed about being able to make planks. I'll be able to do that efficiently, as with bricks. The hardest one for me to make is going to be cloth, but nothing here would let me make cloth. We do want 20 amber if we can get it, because flour is amazing. And then ideally I'd like some coal. But I'll be able to make coal from wood, so I don't think I need to do that here. We won't need copper ore, because I'll be able to grow crystallized dew. Let's not. We need cloth. Yeah. Okay. So I can't get everything I want. Fair enough. But we can get a lot of what we want. Fantastic. Okay. Now let's get this. And we've now sold plenty of goods, so we will need to do trade routes, but this is basically done. Cool. If there's no story, then it just becomes number crunching, and where's the fun in... Okay, yeah, that's fun. Okay, yeah, I think you might be a bit of a nerd if you like number crunching. I do too. But it's more fun when there's a story. Definitely more fun when there's a story. I 100% agree. Okay, yeah, we're low on fuel because I just sold it all. I mean, that just makes sense. But I am trusting my woodcutters here, probably more than I should, to be able to solve that. Okay. And this is just going to make people unhappy for a bit. But we can turn it in for coats, purging fire, pottery, and herbs. Or amber and reputation. You know what? Let's go for this. Global resolve. Oh, that's going to be rough. Oh, geez. We're probably still heavy burning, maybe? I don't know. So you no longer make coal bricks for any reason. Let's fire you before you make any. Let's swap you with a lizard, because that's going to give us a slight resolve bonus. And then we're going to put people over here on wood cutting. We're going to move these woodcutters just a little bit closer. Now, it turns out I should probably not have this many, because it's raising the hostility of the forest. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Now, if I favor harpies... we can keep their resolve up a bit. But then we have to turn that off, so that we don't lose any beavers. And we're definitely going to lose a harpy. Okay. If I fire both of them and burn wood... I don't see a way to keep from losing a harpy. Yeah, I lost a beaver. And a lizard. Great. Okay. That's wonderful. Which raises the impatience even further. And we're about to lose another harpy. Okay. Another set of orders, at least. Let's see what we got. Okay. Cleanliness and a bathhouse. So we need cosmetics and a bathhouse to get more cosmetics and the ability to make biscuits, or no, get bonus biscuit production when we make biscuits, and bonus harpy resolve, or make luxury goods, which I don't have any way of making currently, but it'll give us people and jerky production. We do have a building that makes jerky. Let's go with this. I don't know if I'll be able to make the luxury goods, but it seems more doable. We can definitely make 15 decorations of type aesthetics, but I feel like this is better overall, because we'll be able to grow this. This gives more amber, and bonus food production can be huge, depending on what buildings we get. Harpies are as happy as I can make them, so let's turn that off. Let's favor lizards so I don't lose another one. See, this is why harpies bother me, because like I can't keep them happy. And then I just lose a ton of them in the early game when I can't afford to. And if they stop working this, then suddenly this lasts longer. Like, it's just real bad. Just sitting here and watching my circles tick down. Yeah. Unable to fix it for the storm. Okay. But at least we can turn this in, which gives us back some number of people and another building. You guys done? Yeah, you've done everything you can? Cool. Okay. So, we've got 4 beavers. Let's go ahead and put a beaver back here. And we're going to put 3 lizards over here, because that's going to go back to being a harpy. We only have 1 scavenger. Great! Great! This is great! Everything's great! We got this! Oh my god. Okay. And we're low on fuel. Of course we're low on fuel. Of course we are. Let's see what our building is. Okay, so I think I want the herb garden. No, we want the bakery. Yeah, because I bought the rain mill, which will let us make flour, so we want a bakery. So we will be able to make some efficient food that everybody likes. Lizards like pie, beavers and harpies like biscuits. Stonecutter's camp is out of stuff to stone cut, that's fine. There's lots and lots of fuel over here for you. Of course, we're going to need to bring these guys closer so they can get shorter trips. And I don't have any more glades I really want to open in the near future, so we're just going to clear this area out a bit. And let's go ahead and get some... Okay. We need 2 bricks for that. And ideally... Okay. So we're going to swap this like that. We're going to put a beaver in here. And for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to say make all the bricks you can up to a maximum of 50, after which you make coal. Okay, I like that. That is a good priority. Now, since we have 76 wood, I don't think I need quite this many woodcutters. And I think we'll be able to actually... If I get rid of you, that'll get us down to hostility 1. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to favor the harpies and keep an eye on the lizards, because lizards lose their unhappiness slower than other races. So this should help get us going. And of course, the other problem we have is that I don't have anything built that'll let me deal with blight rot cysts. But you know what? We're righting the ship. It's just going to take a while. That's how this game goes. You start off behind, and then you have to catch up, and then once you do catch up, you just blast through the rest of the map. At least that's what I'm telling myself. We're not even burning any extra wood, so we're gaining fuel this time, which is helpful. Let's turn this off. And I think that's going to do it. Sure is. Alright, so beaver. Plus more beaver. Ooh. Oh, that's tempting. I'm doing it. So we no longer have any wood, but but now each woodcutter, when they harvest, they get 3 wood, which is a massive amount of wood, especially on a map that has a chance of spawning extra wood. So we are going to have so much wood we won't know what to do with it. That's great. And that means that I can go ahead and do this. Maybe not that much, maybe just 2 for now. Because we are still having food. Pardon me. We're having food issues. You know what? We are going to go ahead and open up this glade. Hi, Sahilda. Let's see what we can do with Sahilda. I think woodcutter speed would be massive. Wait. Yes, you're a harpy. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think woodcutter speed would be massive. So can we get 16 with what I have? We're going to cool it on opening new glades. So I think I'll have enough time to build that tanker. So while it's kind of inefficient, I'm going to go ahead and sell my tools to get the amber that we need for this. And then we are going to sell my herbs and my resin to get as many mushrooms as we can afford. Because with wood cutting getting as much wood as it will, that 20% move speed is going to be massive. Because, like, now, wood has a chance of giving us wood plus extra wood, right? And every time we produce wood, we produce 3, which means that when we chop it down, we're basically getting, I think, up to 6 wood per. Yeah. When we double it. So we're getting a lot of wood. Now, where's my last beaver? I should have a bonus beaver somewhere. Scavenging? No. Let's put you here. Making planks until you have 100 of them. Okay. Yes, alright. Let's go ahead and grab a blight post, because we're going to need one. We're 100% going to need one soon. And now that I'm making planks, we can get some rain collectors going. Because I'll need spark dew to deal with this. Okay, we ran out of clay, so now we're making coal, which is pretty good, actually. And we've got sea marrow. What's sea marrow do? Late event working speed. That might actually be useful. Toss a guy in here. And you know, we've got so much wood. It's still more efficient to... No, let's do it out of sea marrow. And let's set the cap at, I think... Let's just go straight to 50. It'll take him a while to make that much. And 50 is usually the cap that I put it at anyway. So I think that'll work. And there is something for our harvester's camp to harvest. Very nice. Plus, oh no, I sold all my tools, but that's okay. We're doing fine. We've got, let's make another one. Because with this much coal coming in, I'm going to switch this onto a coal-based society. Next order. Welcome new villagers from camps found in glades to get bonus tools, plus 1 packs of all goods, some provisions, or complete 12 trade routes to get parts. Well, I can make tools. I can't make parts, so let's go with this. At some point I'll start doing trade routes, I promise. As soon as these guys finish production, they will start carrying. So now we have some, which means I can switch to this. Lovely. Ooh, look at that wood go. Alright. Okay. Building materials, okay, that's solid. So we can make some hashtag housing for beavers. Good. Yeah, we're just going to kind of cool it on our expansionism for a bit while we consolidate and see what we can do with the Queen's Wrath. Now, of course, we are now at Hostility 3, which is way too much. So, let's fire some collectors. How much wood do we have? Tons, yeah. So, let's just fire all of them. We're not going to open up a new glade. Well, we're not going to open up a new spicy glade next year. Maybe a vanilla one? I don't think I want to do that either. But the point is, I have fired all of my carvers, so we're down to Hostility 1. And since it's 40 wood per minute for a 2-minute storm, that's 80 minutes, so we can... That's 80 per storm. So we're going to burn 160 wood over the course of this storm to lower hostility down to 0, take no penalties, and then we don't have to worry about it. And of course, it's not a me town without a signature comforting tower. Two. go. So beaver housing is going up. Let's see, okay. Gain a pack of provisions for every 10 herbs produced. Gain pigment for every 10 insects produced. Gain 20 amber for every 100 ale produced. I don't have a way of getting any of these. What does my food production look like? I've got a bakery. Okay. Let's go with the leftover crops. Here we're going to go with the most harpies. I think that'll be okay. And at this point, I should probably think about rebuilding this. Now, okay, yeah. I think the best way to rebuild that is going to be with Spark Dew, of which we need 40. We can get that, right? Scavenger's camp has nothing to scavenge. Well, not if we put it down here. Then it has plenty to scavenge. As long as I don't click it into a place it can't go. And I've got some extra workers. And I've got only 5 tools. Okay, now we're good. Finish that road. Run a road here. To there. And drop another lizard house. So once we have all the materials, we'll have our beaver and lizard housing solutions in place. And since I don't have any specialized housing for harpies, they're just going to have to deal with some generic housing. Which will at least give them something. Hello, old Farliff. What do you have? Carpenter does nothing for me. I've already got equal tools and better planks. I mean, the packs of luxury goods is something that I need to do for one of my orders, but no. Constructing buildings faster is nice. Moving faster on roads is very nice. Okay. Gonna be able to make these. The only thing that I'm going to have trouble making here is actually cloth and maybe brick. But let's go ahead and go with cloth. Just to top this up. I don't think I'll need copper. Not going to need this for a while. And we're going to have a lot of excess wood. You know, we should also probably get parts. So let's get... parts if we can. Since yeah, okay. We're still banking on those tools. Four, okay. $23.36. There we go. Let's see, once this gets delivered, that'll be like another... How much? 34? Let's go ahead and put 2 more lizards in here. And as soon as these guys deliver their goods, we'll have 40, I think. Which is everything we needed for this. Now, of course, I'm aware that the food situation is terrible. But we have a plan for it, at least. We have the start of a plan for it, at least. Resolve is low, probably because they're starving. But I can favor them because everybody else has nice housing. You can go a year without food as long as you have nice housing, right? That's science. Yeah, no, they're still starving. Okay. Okay. I don't like it, but we're calling Zorg immediately. Because Zorg can have food on him. Which is very important. Okay. Hi, Zorg. Yes, okay, you have food. And you also have the ability to sell me a small farm, which might be useful. But first, food. Let's deal with food. We want meat and broccoli. You know what? We don't need fancy food. We just need some food. So let's just do this. And then 13 if we can. And I don't think we can. But I'm going to sell you all my sea marrow. And we'll sell you our one tool. 35 planks. All our resin. All our herbs. Get rid of the money. Add my money. Get rid of the vegetables. Okay. Okay, so now at least we have some food here. The Queen's super impatient, but we have some food in the town. Great. Fantastic. Okay, and we're going to run a road here and here. And then put a storage here, I think. There we go. So we have food for now, and then that'll let us get food for later, so I think that's going to be okay. Okay. This Queen's impatience is really making me nervous. 2 harpies in here. And for now, I think we turn off grain, because we just need some kind of food at all. Last set of orders. Biscuits and jerky? Yep, we'll do that. Why? Well, because I already have a building that makes jerky. Meanwhile... if I fire all of these guys... and we turn that off, I can burn 80 coal to get us down to 0 for the duration of the storm, which is great. And then we can work our way into that spicy glade in the drizzle. Let's go ahead and put the bakery directly opposite a rain mill. That makes sense logically. Of course, the reason I put 2 harpies in here is so that they could work the ground, which increases its yield during the drizzle. You know what? Go ahead and make grain too. Tier 2 hub. Perfect. Okay. Every completely infected building generates 3 amber per minute, also adds hostility. Nope. Gain +1 global resolve every time I sell goods worth 40 amber. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's what we're doing. We need beavers. We need to not be doing this because we're going to need that fuel. Let's get more harpies in here. Add 2 harpies to that. We're going to add a tinkerer who's going to focus on getting us tools. Go. That will work for now. Okay. That's gonna bug me if I don't fix it, so I have to fix it. Why are you making training gear? You're making it out of stone. I don't want you to make it out of stone. What are you using to make training gear? Well, I guess we're getting some training gear. Whatever. Really curious how he's doing this. shouldn't have any spare. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and make paved roads around the town center real quick. Okay, between the eggs and that and the purchased food, we should be okay for a bit as far as food goes. Nice. Why are harpies? Oh, I'm favorite. That's the gold outline is that I'm favoring them. Right. So if I turn that off, the other groups get a bit happier. You know what? I am okay with this. But we will have to figure out how we're going to make our packs of provisions, which means I should make a makeshift post next to the storage unit. And you know, I should probably think about getting a small hearth somewhere. Okay, we've opened up another glade. And to work this, we need tools or cloth. Do I have stuff to make cloth? Sure do. A lot of it. First, let's go ahead and turn this in. Excellent. Alright. Now, to get bonus cloth, we need 5 of each. Otherwise, we need to finish 5 trade routes. Hey, herb garden. Excellent. Okay. So it's cloth or tools. Why are you making training gear? I think something's bugged. He shouldn't be doing training gear until he's completed his simple tools. That's how this is supposed to work. Now, the downside here is that we lose all packs of goods and we lose amber and ancient tablets, which we don't have any packs of goods, we just have 8 amber. So I'm not too fussed about if that goes off. It's not ideal, but it's not awful. Okay. Forager's camp, Trapper's camp, or Herbalist camp. Trapper's camp gets meat there. Looks like Trapper's camp. Is what we're going to go with. And we're actually going to pull, since this can also be an alchemy building, we're going to pull 2 harpies out, and let's get rid of this lizard too. We're just going to make it 2 harpies. And that way we're going to end up working this with 2 lizards who can get a chance for bonus meat. Thus, you know, helping to alleviate our food issues. There we go. Now you're making tools. Very good. And Bliss shows up. Hi, Bliss. So we can get +1 resin production. Scrolls production, and then shorter breaks when under the effects of clothing, which I don't have the infrastructure for. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and get the resin production. Why? Why am I doing that? I don't need to be doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay. So let's see. Cloth, we have stuff to make it with. No problem there. We can use incense. to solve this glade event, can't we? Yeah, we can use 20 incense or 24 cloth. You're making cloth. You're making a lot of cloth, so I don't think I need cloth either. Maybe I buy cloth anyway? Well, okay, so I've got an event that's going to ruin all of my amber, so let's go ahead and sell this. Let's just get that, because I might as well get rid of the amber. Okay. How much cloth do we need for the event? 24. Okay. Now we will be able to make some stuff. We'll have enough cloth for the event immediately, and there's no downside to working this, so we're going to go work it immediately. And this one we're going to turn in for amber and reputation, because I can get the spark dew, the box of crystallized dew, or the crystallized dew just from farming, and the we don't need copper bars if we have crystallized dew. And the breaks are good for beaver houses, but they don't really do much else for me right now. And the queen is pissed. So, let's go ahead and work that. Okay. And where can I get another lizard? You don't need to be stone cutting. You can be down here getting meat. Okay. Okay. Nice. And everyone is miserable. Right. So, let's fix that. So first thing to do to fix that is fire all my beavers. There we go. And this will move here. Fire them. Gets us down to hostility 3. Okay. Now we can burn 80 coal. And now we're at hostility 0. Wonderful. Love that. Go. Okay. So it's the end of year 6. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice screenshot. You can do it. Come on, computer. There we go. Okay, so if you are watching this on YouTube, that is going to be it for today's episode of Against the Iron Storm. Remember, you can catch me live on Friday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time and Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, going until we finish a town. So you wouldn't have to split it up into 2 parts like I'm doing for YouTube in order to more consistently post, so the algorithm will pick me up. Speaking of the algorithm, if you want to hit the like button, hit notifications, give me suggestions, tell me that I'm playing wrong, all that, love it, love the engagement. I'm probably not going to change what I put in the hearth, so if you want to put a long scree as to why favoring harpies over humans is correct, despite the fact that I don't do it and don't want to change, I would love it. Just boost those numbers right into the stratosphere. Regardless, if you stuck around, I know it's a lot of time to be listening to me babble on about cities and nonsense, so I appreciate the time and attention, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have yourself a great day.